why Samaya would tell me that you had had sex with her?
I have no idea. No.
You don't?
No.
That would be like the craziest fishing expedition.
Jonathan Quails is 33 years old. On December 19th, 2018, his 16-year-old niece, Ayanna Sawyer, left Terry Parker High School at lunchtime. She did not return. Surveillance cameras captured her walking off campus. She carried 2 bags. That evening, her family noticed her absence. Her aunt dialed 911.
Jacksonville 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Did I come home from school today? She go to Terry Parker High School. The phone is going straight to voicemail. It's not like her.
Okay.
You have no idea what she is.
Investigators treated the disappearance as a standard missing teenager case. For 16 days, detectives combed the Otis Road landfill in Jacksonville. They searched more than 5,000 tons of trash. They found a high school library book. They also found a pair of Victoria's Secret underwear. That specific item of clothing would surface again later. For years, the case stalled. Detectives did not yet know Ayanna carried a secret. Prosecutors would eventually argue that secret gave Jonathan Quails a clear motive to erase her.
Have you ever worn her underwear?
No.
Have you ever jacked off into her underwear?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
December 19th, 2018. 16-year-old Ayanna Sawyer walks out of her high school during lunch. She is a straight-A student. She expects to graduate a year early. She is also 5 months pregnant. Ayanna carries 2 bags that afternoon. She believes she is leaving to start a new life with the man she loves. She heads to Ace Pick-a-Part. Her uncle Jonathan Quails works at this salvage yard on North Main Street. When Ayanna fails to return home, her family reports her missing. A case begins that will take nearly 5 years to close. The dynamic started years earlier. Ayanna and her relatives often stayed at a Jacksonville home for weeks at a time. Jonathan Quails lived there with his wife, Ayanna's aunt Naomi. He began grooming Ayanna. A casual uncle-niece relationship shifted into a sexual one. Ayanna gave him a false name to hide his identity from her family. She called him Jose. When relatives asked about the father of her unborn child, she told them Jose was the father. Her own sister knew the truth for at least 2 years. She kept quiet to maintain Ayanna's trust. Investigators eventually searched Ayanna's computer. They found a 4-page letter. Ayanna wrote that she loved him. She mapped out a plan to run away together. She even expressed jealousy over his interactions with her sister.
Are you kidding? And you're looking at us like, I'm such a great guy. I don't even know why I'm sitting in here.
Fucked up situation, but excuse my French.
And your own niece, you're telling me your niece would never say those things unless someone made them.
Correct.
She was reliving sex with you. And she told me that she heard you on monthly times. She knew of you having sex with Ayanna, and she would describe to me because she said Ayanna was so jealous that she wanted her to know exactly what you did with your penis and what you did here and there, what she did to make you happy. She went into great detail about her making sure she knew it because she said my sister was just so jealous.
Yeah.
So jealous.
Ayanna carried his child. At the same time, Jonathan's wife carried a child of her own. A second baby threatened the life Jonathan had built. In October of 2018, Jonathan purchased herbal remedies online. He hoped they would cause a miscarriage. He gave them to Ayanna. They failed. He pushed her to get an abortion. She refused. For months, he sent her Snapchat messages. Some sounded loving. Others read like threats. The due date approached. The pressure intensified. Jonathan planned his next move for months. He arrived at the salvage yard at 8:08 on the morning of December 19th. Surveillance cameras tracked his vehicle. He promised they would run away together. She believed him. She brought her bags. Jonathan led her to a vehicle parked far out of view. He wrapped his hands around her neck. He began to strangle her. When that proved too slow, he pulled a gun and shot her. He wrapped her body in carpet. He dropped it inside an on-site dumpster. He threw her backpack in a different location. He knew the main dumpster was full and scheduled for pickup that day. Months prior, he had asked the driver where the yard's trash went. The answer was the Otis Road landfill. Jonathan's mother worked at a morgue. He understood how landfills consumed human remains. At 5:09 that evening, he clocked out and went home. The next day, Jonathan called his brother Joseph in New York 4 times. He confessed. He explained how he lured her to the yard. He detailed the car, the carpet, the dumpster, and the landfill. He admitted he planned it to protect his own life. A week later, detectives knocked on Jonathan's front door. They had questions.
Y'all got a big old dog in there?
Yeah, she's a big old baby, but you know,
she's nosy.
She's nosy. We never know.
Oh, okay.
I remember you came over to Main Street. The guy tried to take some money. Yeah, the AutoZone. This is like probably like 2-3 years. Yeah, like maybe 4 years ago.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've done a lot, man.
The guy, he ended up pulling my money out my wallet. I left it on the counter, and we ended up tussling, and I ended up getting more money back than he actually initially talked. We just kind of just walked off.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It was a even swap, yeah.
That's
for
crazy,
the
man.
Convenience, yeah. Yeah. I used to be on the job too in New York. You know, I know you find crazy stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
But you know, we literally had her kids for summers. You know, summer at a time, and then you know, weekends, all 4. Like all of them, and you know, it's just like if we knew where she was at, we would have been the first ones to grab her ass and bring her over.
Yeah, exactly.
We're posting stuff on our Facebook trying to find her the same way they are. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Even though we're not speaking.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. So you guys, when was the last time you all saw her then?
Last time they stayed the night over here, which was before, it was in November. Last week in November, we had all 4 of them over here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Changing.
Yep. And still to this day, we don't know what the freak, we don't know what the hell happened there, because it's all been, you know, this, that, you know, it's never been, nothing has been consistent at all. So it's like, that's missing.
Man, that's crazy. That's sad. Has she ever done this before? Has she ever gone missing before?
No. She's okay. Like I told you, all the officers, and she's complained. You know, always, both of them, they always complain. She's always complaining, you know, and I always tell her, like, look, first of all, your mom is your mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your mom loves the hell out of you, no matter what. And I always big on that. Your mom the best mom, not at all. You know what I'm saying? She comes home.
She's still the mom.
Yeah, she's a mom. You know what I'm saying? We only get one.
Yeah.
But I explained to them, I was like, listen, your situation is fucking awesome compared to my situation growing up. You know what I mean? I had a real rough one growing up. Just, you know, stay focused in school. Stay focused. You want to get out the house, the right way is
get your school,
And then, no, she's an honor student, like, that's big good. Time. Yeah. Oh, big time. She's an honor student, and, you know, she's doing everything that she needs to do to go ahead and make a transition to get out and go to college. And I was like, well, that's the best way, you know, that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
This thing is just, I'm stressed. If I check my phone right now with my finger on it, like the Samsung, oh man, that damn thing would be probably all the way to the roof. My ears are hot. And when I asked her about it, she said that she knows who the father was, but she ain't saying.
Oh, she did know?
Yeah, she knows who the father of the child was. So she just, but then, you know what I'm saying, you can't really take anything that she's saying serious, because now that she's been gone, all this stuff that's been going on, going around, she's been dealing with this dude, then that dude, and this other one is something that she was dealing with cousins at the same time, that one's supposed to be the baby father or something, you know, and the other one she's dealing with. So I question literally everything.
He claimed she ran away. He noted she only packed bras and Victoria's Secret underwear. That specific detail caught the lead detective's attention. A man cannot know exactly what a missing girl packed unless he watched her pack or went through her bags. Officers searched his garage and backyard. They found nothing. Detectives brought him to an interrogation room. Detective Abbott sat across the table. Jonathan denied the allegations. He called them lies manufactured by family members trying to ruin his marriage. He cast himself as the dependable, caring uncle.
I wouldn't know anything about Ayana being stressed about any baby because when she finally let anybody know about her being pregnant, she was over 5 months already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know. That was just as shocked as her mother.
Mm-hmm. And you read the diary?
I'm sorry?
You read the diary?
I just read only the the pages that was given to my wife.
How would you surmise that diary?
As a girl that had a vivid imagination.
Who was in love.
Good, yeah. And you know what? Yana's track record with boys is not.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty intensive with her falling in love with people. If in fact that me and Yana had a relationship going on and stuff like that, and she was to happen to get pregnant, why wouldn't I pay for an abortion?
Because she can't get an abortion in the state of Florida at 16 years of age unless you take her to some fucking fucked up backdoor alley and wreck that shit out with a coat hanger. Or is that?
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. You know, because when I was growing up, my first baby mother, Samantha Morales, she's had. Well, so that's where I was going with that.
Okay.
Yeah, in New York, you're
We've looked it up too.
Freaking 15 years old.
We've looked up everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've done our research.
That we know where the contents of that bin went. And you're sitting in here, and we even know the truck number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look through it. I mean, I have nothing.
No, we're here.
Okay.
To discuss the day that was filled up.
Yeah,
we're here to discuss the contents of the dumpster at your work.
Yeah, just whatever goes through, whatever comes out the vehicles usually go into a yellow bin. And then from there it gets dumped into the thing. Sometimes the tire guys on the concrete plant, they have like a blue basket or whatnot. It'll get dumped into another yellow bin.
So I'm in here discussing with you. Who am I discussing with you? Not car parts. Right?
So you're trying...
I'm talking about Samaya Ayana.
Okay.
Did you know that truck number 7 picked up the rollaway garbage on December 20th from the landfill?
I don't know what truck number. What are you talking about as far as
the large container that takes about a week to fill up?
Oh, and
at your work.
At your work.
Oh, I don't know what trucks pick them.
Yeah, truck 7 picked up the garbage that day.
Okay.
Do you know where they took it?
I would assume I work for the garbage company, private landfill. I guess. It's either
specific where they take it. Like everywhere. It's amazing with the landfill how they have everything gridded out, like to the T.
Okay.
If this table were in the middle of that landfill, they could find it for me.
She said she took her prized possession, all her Victoria's Secret underwear, and you said 38 pair.
Yeah, no. Well, I was giving. I don't know exact pairs of underwear as well, but I was just saying. That's what I'm saying. Really, that's what she held like to her highest standard was her underwear. Everybody, yeah, she does. I'm sorry. That's BS.
We asked her, and she didn't even know why we were asking.
She's like, yeah, she's got those underwear, but I don't know how many she has.
I asked Samaya off the cuff, yeah, we need underwear, sister. She started laughing, and she said, well, no. Like, why would I know? But you threw out a number, and you know, it's so funny, because sometimes when people are hiding something, because they're desperate, they will hide it. But their body always tattletales on them. Yeah. They give off things that they didn't mean to give off. And I can see her sharing with you.
To hide.
I can see her sharing with you.
My
with
wife
little bags
that slipped the numbers of underwears that she has. Because my wife knows.
Someone picked her up from school and someone took her.
I think Jonathan has been inappropriate with Maya and Yana. Now they questioned them girls separately, together, and it's been nope. He's never been inappropriate with me. He's never, and it's I don't have nothing to hide. I got kids older than them.
Right.
And Kim, the mother, she says, listen, I never thought that way, but and it kind of got brushed under the tables. I still didn't talk to Tweedledee and Tweedledum, which is Jametta and Paul. I didn't talk to them no more. And
are they the older ones?
Those are the older ones,
okay.
Correct. I didn't talk to them anymore because those are the ones that started with the nonsense. And after they got, I guess, the girls' side, and even Maya, they were, she would text me, she'd say, I wish they would stop asking these questions. This is just getting ridiculous. They treat you so wrong, and all that their stuff. Once that passed and that blew over, everything was good. They're staying the night, weeks on end at the house. We're going fishing together. We're doing, you're doing pretty much everything.
Right.
And then from that point,
and this was this past year.
This was
2018.
18, maybe 17 into 18.
Okay.
Then after that, Yana got caught with, I guess she was late picking up her brother, and her brother squilled on her or whatnot and stated that she was with some boy or whatnot. They went through her phone, found out that she was having a sexual relationship with a boy that she said that was 17, and turned out that he was 21 across the street. And then that turned into, the reason Yana was doing that was because I had to turn her out. Whatnot. So
when you say turned her out,
I'm sorry. Meaning that I had to have introduced her to sex.
So you had full sex, which is what they're saying.
Pretty much that I had initiated her learning about sex, and this is the reason why she was running around.
Detectives brought up the DNA evidence found on the underwear. Jonathan maintained his denial. Detectives mentioned his brother's recorded confession. Jonathan still refused to break.
So if I were to tell you that I found some underwear that had your DNA in it, how would you explain that?
I would say that is not, that there's no way in shape in any form.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way. As far as the whereabouts of Ayana, and as far as the DNA you guys talking about, that is... Yeah, I can understand that, but I mean...
But you understand, like, I wouldn't bring you in here if that wasn't 100%. Because that would be like the craziest fishing expedition. Listen to me. Hun, look me in the face. I would never bring you in here if I did not have that DNA 110%. Because I would know that I was fishing in the dark. And I don't fish in the dark. Ever. Ever.
Police arrested Jonathan. The charge was not murder. They arrested him for the sexual battery of a 14-year-old relative. This incident occurred in December 2017, a full year before Ayana vanished. During his first night in jail, a wire recorded his conversations. Jonathan brushed off the charges. He said he was not worried. Another inmate later contacted investigators. He reported that Jonathan had admitted to killing Ayana and tossing her in a dumpster.
Why? This will be $1 million question. Why were they pointing the finger at you?
The first reason they would even look in my way, and they even asked about where I was at and all that.
Because of the room, they said.
Because of the room.
They said y'all fucking around.
Yeah.
You think she was still? Why you ain't just? Okay, so you didn't think she was gonna tell? Why did you?
Prosecutors presented this new statement at a hearing for the sexual battery charges. Ayana's mother demanded action. By July 2019, a grand jury indicted him for murder. The trial began 4 years later. The defense capitalized on the lack of a body. They argued Ayana might still be alive. They produced a witness who claimed to have seen her walking down Phillips Highway a week after she disappeared. They pointed to a neighbor as the actual father. That neighbor admitted to a sexual relationship with Ayana in 2018. But travel records proved the neighbor was not in Jacksonville when Ayana went missing. The defense witness had the dates wrong. The prosecution relied on a brother, a jailhouse informant, an ex-wife, a sister, and a phone full of messages. They also had 2 hours of wiretapped audio. Joseph took the stand. He recalled the 4 phone calls on December 20th. He repeated Jonathan's exact words. The prosecution then played the full wiretapped recording. The jury listened. Jonathan's own voice filled the room, describing the 9mm handgun and the landfill.
Yeah, I know you don't really want to talk about it. It's all going to be to get rid of the body. See, I dumped garbage over at the landfill. It would be buried under like 3 feet of garbage.
On the tape, he confirmed the separate dump locations for the body and the backpack. He discussed human decomposition. He outlined exactly what he did to a 16-year-old girl who thought they were running away together. The jury deliberated for less than an hour. They found him guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 for Ayana, 1 for her unborn child. The state sought the death penalty. The jury deliberated for just over an hour. They recommended life. On October 2nd, 2023, Judge Anthony Salem handed down 3 consecutive life sentences. No possibility of parole. He dies in prison.